before we go to the topic of isoquant, I also want to remind you about indifference curve that we discussed yesterday. Okay, this concept of isoquant, it is just like indifference curves. That means in indifference curve, we are studying, it is a curve which representing bundles along which the consumer is indifferent. So if this is indifference curve, along this point, when the consumer using this bundle, that is product 1 and product 2, then this point, that is product 1 and product 2, same thing, but different quantities of products. So all these points, they will give the same utility. Utility is the same. Andre utility andre trapti padiyudu onde ide, samanavagide. Adu indifference curve anta heltivi now. So that is called as indifference curve. So what is this isoquant? Isoquant is something relating to behavior of producers. Indifference curve relates to behavior of the consumers. That means in indifference curve, different bundles on this curve, different bundles give the same utility. In the same way, isoquant means it is also a kind of a curve where the combination of inputs will give same output. Okay, combination of input, a set of combination of input will give the same amount of output. That means at this point, output is same. Output or total product. Output, let's say it is 100. Even at this point, output is the same. So that is called as isoquant. So the meaning of it specifically we are studying now. Okay. So an isoquant, remember, an isoquant is the set of all possible combinations of two inputs that give the same maximum possible level of output. Okay, students, idana nan kannadadalli heltene. I will explain you in your simple language, but please understand and then register in your mind. First, I will explain in English and then in Kannada. An isoquant is the set of all possible combinations of two inputs. That means input, there are different inputs, no? We know. Can you students in the chat box, can you answer to me different kinds of inputs that you know? We have discussed in the previous classes. Do you know which are the different kinds of inputs used in production? Put at least one or two that you know. Okay, let me see who puts the correct answer. Different kinds of inputs. There are different kinds of inputs used in production. Put in the chat box some of the inputs of production that you know. No answers? Okay, good. Yeah, I got one answer. Shivani has answered materials and fuel. Yes, materials or raw materials. Good. Anybody else? Different kinds of inputs that are used. Okay, Muhid is answering investment. Very good. Investment or investment in economics is known as capital. Very good. Okay, Muhid, correct answer. Good. Anybody else? Only 2 persons can tell about inputs. Aren't there anybody else who know? Do you know about inputs, different inputs? Normally, normal inputs are in economics when we study. Normal inputs are is that all? Nobody else? Okay, Chandana says diamond. Okay, what is I? Okay, a diamond. Do you put in which category? Which category? Is it material? Is it investment? What else? Building, very good. Salome says building, very good. Yes, okay. Chandana. Material, fuel, yes. What about other students? Only 2 or 3 are answering. 3 or 4 are answering. What about the other students? Okay, Prabhu, the equipment, very good. Equipment or machinery, yes. What about other students? No answers. Various kind of inputs that are used. Good. I will give attendance only to those students who have answered today. Okay, Prabhudev. Labor. Yes, very good. Labor. Okay, good. Yes. Investment on gold to get double amount on future. Okay, good. Yes. So, yes. So, as and when possible, you put your answers. Okay. So, only those students who will give me the answer, I will give the attendance for today's class. Aditya DK Buildings. Yes, good. Yes, good. So, okay, fine. So, remember students, there are only, when we say about inputs and output, input are land, labor, land, labor, capital, organization. Okay, machinery. So, land is land. Capital includes machinery, money, investment, all that. Labor is people working. ಜನರು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನೆಲ. ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ includes everything. Organization means the people working, but that people working comes under labor. Organization and other thing, organization means the unit, the enterprise, no? Enterprise, the name of the enterprise, the factory and all that. But all that comes, even organization includes building and all that. Then finally we have raw materials. Okay, raw materials. So all that forms under the inputs. Okay, so these are the basic inputs. So other persons, Prabhudev also says knowledge, good. Labor, good. Entrepreneurship, okay. So these you have given a good answer, students. So concentrate in the class, understand these basics of inputs, outputs and all that you understand, so that you will be able to get more clarity as we proceed in this chapter. So an isocont ಈಗ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಇನ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಐಸೋಕ್ವಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ this will be more clear when we study the table in this chapter. Okay, so yesterday I have told there is capital, that is one input, and labor, that is also another input, that will give us an output. Okay, so let's say this is a 10 and this is a 2. Capital was 10, let's say 10,000. Labor is 2 people working, and that will give us an input of 15 units. Okay, 15 units of let's say cloth, 15 units of cloth. Similarly, we will change this input to combination little. Let's say we have only 8,000 rupees and we have 3 people working. That also gives us 15 units of shirts. See, output is same, but input combinations are different. First it was 10 and 2, then it became 8 and 3, but it gave us the same output. See, gave same output. So that kind of an arrangement, that kind of a curve is called as isocont. Okay, more clarity we will get when we study the table as well as the graph. So what is an isocont? There are 2 different words for this. Isocont ಗೆ ನಾವು iso product ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Iso product or equal product curve ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. We can also call it as a equal product curve. Now, do you remember students that when we studied indifference curve was downward sloping or upward sloping? Can you answer? Indifference curve was negatively sloping or positively sloping? Put your answer in the chat box. Yes, Prabhudev says yes, correct answer. What about others? Was indifference curve downward sloping or upward sloping? Was it negative sloping or positive sloping? Put your answers in the chat box. Okay, Prabhudev is saying positive. Okay, another person is saying also, yeah. Okay, yes, Shivani also has answered. Good. Okay, fine. So, okay. So students, remember, yeah, okay, some are saying positive, some are saying upward. Okay, remember students. Okay, remember students. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಂಬ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಶಬ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವೀಗ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇದೆ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಇದೆ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಸೊ ಯಾವುದು ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಓಕೆ ಇನ್ ಇಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ when we say about curves if the curve is upward sloping ನೋಡಿ upward ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದಾದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಅಂತ ಓಕೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ if the curve is going downwards we are saying it is negative slope okay so remember students for those students who said upward ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ನೆನಪಿಡಿ upward ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟುವರೆಗೆ ಕಲಿತ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಲಿಸಿದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಕರ್ವ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ವ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ that is downward sloping okay so students some of you have said indifference curve is upward or indifference curve is positive ನೋಡಿ indifference curve ಈ ತರ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ indifference curve ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು so remember indifference curve is negative sloping okay you can say negative sloping or downward sloping but best is to say negative sloping ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ negative sloping ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಂತ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ okay good so ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ isoquant and indifference curve are similar topics no therefore even isoquant is a negative sloping curve that is the slope goes like this downward okay so these are the points the preliminary points starting points ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ so okay students so ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ what is this table shows one is combination of inputs ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಎರಡನೇ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಮೂರನೇ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ this is first combination this is the second combination this is third combination okay so ಯಾವ್ದಿದು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ ಎರಡು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಇದೆ so the combination is of input of capital and labor okay so see here 10 units of capital that is 10 ಇಲ್ಲಿ rupees 1000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ so ಇದು 10000 ಆಯ್ತು 10,000 and 5 units of labor this will give us 20 units of output okay this is first combination ಎರಡನೇ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ 20 units of capital ಅಥವಾ 20,000 rupees ಮತ್ತೆ 4 units of labor 4 ಆಳುಗಳು 4 units of labor this combination also give us the 20 output and the third combination is 30,000 capital and 3 units of labor gives us 20 units of output same you see so you see ಮೂರು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಗಳ ಮೂರು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 10 ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ 10 plus 5 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ 20 plus 4 ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೂರನೇ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ 30 plus 3 all this gives the same output therefore this is an example for isoquant okay ಯಾವ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಗಳ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತದೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಐಸೋಕ್ವಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಐಸೋಕ್ವಾಂಟ್ is a set of all combinations of all inputs that give us the same maximum possible output clear is this clear so with this now we will go to the graph You see, students, this is the isoquant graph. We have three isoquants, that is Q is equal to Q1, Q is equal to Q2, and Q is equal to Q3. See, it is a downward sloping, see, negatively sloping isoquant. Now, you see, capital or money, that is capital, Anna, now OY axis alli measure madideve. So we have measured capital on OY axis, that is, this is O and this is Y here. So OY axis. In this we have measured capital. Then X axis is nodi, horizontal X axis. Idannu OX axis alli now labor measure madideve. We measure labor. Okay. And what do we see? There are three isoquants. 1, 2, 3. Three isoquants on and on OY axis we have capital, OX axis we have labor. This much is there. Now three isoquants, that is Q is equal to Q1, Q is equal to Q2, Q is equal to Q3. Let us look at only this isoquant, that is Q is equal to Q1, this isoquant. You see, just look at this point. Just look at this point, student. This point here. Okay. At this point in the isoquant, students, please remember, don't see these two isoquants. Let us see only this one. Only see this one. First isoquant. Isoquant ana matra nodi. First isoquant. Iga, ಈ first point ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ first point ಇದೆ. Capital ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? K2 ಇದೆ. Labor L1 ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ವಾ? Labor is L1. Capital is K2. Look at this point here in the same isoquant. Capital change ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಖಂಡಿತ change ಆಗಿದೆ. K1 ಆಗಿದೆ. Capital is changed to K1. Then labor, has it changed? Yes, it has changed. That is L2. So it has changed. That means what? With capital K2 and L1, we have got some amount of output. How? Second output is there, no? L2 and K1. With K1 and L2 capital, K1 capital and L2 labor, also we have got output. But since they are on the same isoquant, output is it same? Yes. Is it same? It is same. Okay. So in this isoquant, that is, please remember students, in this isoquant, that is Q is equal to Q1. In all the points, no, output is the same. Output is the same, all the points. Now, in the second isoquant, Q2, all the points output is the same. Suppose in this isoquant output is 10. In this isoquant output will be 15. This isoquant output will be 20. In different isoquants, different outputs. But on the isoquant alli output yavatu utpadeneya lekka onde iruttade. Okay, output is the same. So let that be clear. This you will have to explain. Now, whenever you draw the chart, you will have to explain. So that explanation is given here. I've already explained to you, students. Labor is measured in the OX axis. Capital is measured on the OY axis. There are three isoquants for the three levels of output. Okay, three isoquants, isn't it? Isoquant 1, Q is Q1, Q2, Q3. Three isoquants. In the three isoquants, output is different. That means ಮೂರು output ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರು isoquant ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ output. ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ isoquant ಇನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಐಸೋಕ್ವಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Okay, students. So there are three isoquants for the three levels of output. They are Q is equal to Q1, Q is equal to Q2, and Q is equal to Q3. ಮೂರು isoquants ಇವೆ. Now, in the above graph, we observe that any point on the isoquant yields the same level of output. So ಈ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ, we observe that any point on the isoquant, ಈ ಐಸೋಕ್ವಾಂಟಿನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಇನ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ that is what we know by iso. And finally, explanation of the diagram. In the isoquant Q is equal to Q1, we see that two input combination L1 and K2 and L2 and K1 give us the same level of output, which is Q1. Q is equal to Q1. Okay, students, I will explain to you in this graph, but please read this sentence, then I will explain to you in the graph. In the isoquant Q is equal to Q1, we see that two input combination L1 matte K2 and L2 and K1 give us the same level of output. Now this you need not by heart, you have to just look into the graph. See here. So see, in the same isoquant there are 2 points, no? 1 point and these 2 points. Okay, these 2 points. ಈ ಐಸೋಕಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ Q is equal to Q1 ಐಸೋಕಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟು, ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬ್ಲರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇನ ಫಿಗರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇದು K2 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ K1 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್. In the textbook it is clear. So here first point K2 comma L1 nodi, L1 illide L1. So K2 and L1 matte K1 idu K1 matte L2, K1 comma L2. K andre capital, students, L andre labor. Okay, so K2 L1, K1 L2, adu kuda ille ide. In the isoquant Q is equal to Q1, we see that two inputs L1 K2, L2 K1. Okay, K2 or idanna ನಾವು interchange ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, K2 L1, K1 L2 ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, give us the same level of output, which is Q1 ಎಂಬ output ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. Now you see this second point. If we fix capital at K1 and increase the labor to L3, the output increases. As a result, we have a new isoquant, which is Q is equal to Q2. That means, students, what they are saying is about this point is about the third point that we see, from which we get the second isoquant Q is equal to Q2. That means if we keep capital fixed, capital anna ನಾವು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ K1 ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೇಬರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ L3 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, if we make it into L3, then we get a new isoquant called as Q2. That is what they are telling. That means, see, read. So you see this graph properly. We keep capital at K1 and we extend labor to L3, not L2, L3. Then we will get a new isoquant called as Q is equal to Q2. Please remember here, students. See, that is the second point. Read the second point. If we fix the capital at K1 and increase the labor to L3, that is, as I told, not on same isoquant, but different isoquant, L3, then we get a second isoquant called as Q is equal to Q2. Okay, so that is one additional point that you have to remember when we study this graph. And finally, we deal with the topic, isoquants are negatively sloping. That means isoquants are sloping downwards. downwards. Okay, students, it is sloping downwards. Now, why is it sloping downwards? This is the explanation. This point you have to include when you write your answer for 4 marks. The isoquants is negatively sloped or it is sloping downwards. Please note this, students. Many of you said upward or positive. No, please remember, isoquants are negatively or downward sloping. This is because if one input is increased, then production of output increases. That is, marginal products are positive. Students, I will explain to you the second point, and only then I will go to the third point. You will understand it properly. Students, what they are telling is, see, we have only, for the time being, we have only how much in this example, isoquant in example, ಎರಡು input ಇದೆ. That is capital ಮತ್ತೆ labor. ಈಗ capital ಎನಿಸಿ 10 ಇದೆ, labor ಎನಿಸಿ 3 ಇದೆ. Capital is 10 and labor is 3. Suppose we increase the, if we keep the capital 10 and labor we increase 4, what happens? Definitely output will be more, isn't it? Output will be more. Andre ಒಂದು input ಅನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ output ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು in the isoquant, what are we seeing? Output is the same. Output should not be increased. Output at all the points of the isoquant, output should be the same. Now, to keep the output same, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Then, see, this is the third point. Then, to produce the same level of output, lesser amount of another input should be used. Andre, I will show it to you in this small example, students. That is, I will draw this. I will draw this topic here only. I will draw the topic here. Okay, you can see here in this diagram. I will draw. So, as we have seen, as we are seeing in the graph here, capital and labor. Okay, and we have one isoquant which is negatively sloping like this. We will call it Q is equal to Q1. Okay. Now, this is our normal point. So this is the point of output. Here capital is K2. Okay, K2. And the labor is L1. Let's say. So this is, let's say this is 10, L1 is 10, K2 is 200. Now, on all the point of the isoquant, output is the same, isn't it? Let's say we will put another point here. Same output. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಬರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಲೇಬರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ L2 will be 15 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಆದ್ರೆ ನೆನಪಿಡಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಆದ್ರೆ 15, L2 is 15. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನ 200 ಇಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಇದು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? 200. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅನದರ್ ಐಸೋಕ್ವಾಂಟ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಏನಾಗ್ಬೇಕು? ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ಐಸೋಕ್ವಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಒಂದೇ ಐಸೋಕ್ವಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ what we should do to keep at the same isoquant, then we have to reduce the capital. We have to reduce the capital. We don't want another isoquant, but we have to reduce the capital. So how to reduce at this point? See, capital we have reduced. That means we have made it K1. Capital has remained 100. So to have the same output, we have to, if we increase one input, then second input must be reduced. That's why this isoquant is negatively sloping downwards. Okay, students. So did you understand this topic of why isoquant is negative sloping? That is, we know again in simple words are heludadre isoquant is negatively sloping. Yakandre isoquantina, okay, isoquant ಐಸೋಕಾಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪಿಂಗ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಐಸೋಕಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎರಡು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ಟು ಎರಡನೇ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಐಸೋಕಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು, ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಎರಡನೇ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಐಸೋಕಾಂಟಿನ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಐಸೋಕಾಂಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ is this clear, students? So with this we have finished about isocont. If you want me to explain any point, kindly put in the chat box. Okay, one student has said it is understood. You want me to explain any point? Kindly explain to me. Kindly put a message. Okay, student, did you understand this topic, isocont? Okay, Shivani and Suhil have said it is understood. I'm happy about that. Do you want me to explain any point further? Please remember, students, if you don't understood, if you have not understood, yes, last lesson's notes I will send you by tomorrow or by today night. I will put in the group so that you can study for your test, and you can for the sake of studying, you can study from the PPT, but for writing you will have to write from the notes that I will send. I will send a PDF copy. Okay, by today night I will send you the today's notes, and till now whatever we have studied I will also send you. Okay, students, so hope this was interesting. You can always ask me questions tomorrow as we begin the class. If certain things are not understood, what is isocont, what is negative sloping, why it is negative sloping, and all that. So with this I will conclude the class. So do you have any other question? You can ask me. Okay, students, do you have any questions? I hope it is understood. Okay, students, so all the best. We will meet tomorrow in the class. So take care.